There's one player on every football team who can win the game without ever touching the scoreboard. No highlight reels, no jersey sales. Commentators barely say his name, but take him off the pitch and watch what happens. Even the best team in the world can fall apart in under 10 minutes. So who is this guy? And why do elite coaches quietly believe he matters more than the guy who scores the goals? Stick around, because by the end of this, you'll be watching football completely differently. Here's how most people watch a match. They follow the ball. Wherever it goes, their eyes go. But football isn't won by chasing the ball. It's won by controlling the space around it. And there's one player whose entire job is guarding space nobody else is even looking at. He's called the defensive midfielder. Think of him like the offensive line in American football. The quarterback throws the touchdown. The lineman made sure he had time to throw it. Nobody chants his name. But without him, there's no play at all. Still doesn't explain why coaches trust him with everything though. For that, you need to see what happens when he's not there. So picture this. Your team just lost the ball. 3 attackers are sprinting at your goal. Only 2 defenders are back. Basically a guaranteed goal. Then, out of nowhere, one player steps calmly into the passing lane. No dramatic slide. No diving tackle. He's just already standing exactly where the ball needs to go. The attack dies instantly. Crowd doesn't even react. No replay, nothing. But he might have just saved the entire match. Fans go wild for goals. Coaches go wild for that moment, because in their eyes, one perfectly timed interception is worth exactly as much as a goal. And here's the part that actually surprised researchers. When sports scientists tracked distance covered across a full 90-minute match, defensive midfielders consistently rank among the highest on the pitch, often 7 miles or more, without ever entering the box. That's close to running a half marathon, while also solving a puzzle in your head the entire time. Because winning the ball back is only half the job. The best ones make sure their team never even loses control in the first place. The second they get the ball, there's no panic. They already know the next pass before they've touched it. It's chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. That's how a player like Sergio Busquets became a legend without scoring goals. He wasn't trying to be the star. He was the reason everyone else looked like one. Here's the wildest part of this whole role. Think about a smoke detector. Nobody claps for it when it stops a fire, because if it's doing its job, nothing happens at all. That's this position exactly. The better he plays, the fewer dangerous moments you'll even notice. Success is invisible. One mistake though, and it's obvious to everyone watching. Once you notice this, you can't unsee it. So next time you watch a match, ignore the striker for 5 minutes. Watch the guy standing quietly in front of the defense instead. Watch him check over his shoulder before the ball even arrives. Watch him close a passing lane that hasn't opened yet. Watch him give the ball away in one touch, and somehow already be in the right spot again 10 seconds later. You'll realize something most fans never do. Football isn't run by the player who scores. It's run by the player who makes scoring possible in the first place. That's the invisible job. And now that you know what to look for, you're watching a completely different game than everyone else in the room. If you want more of football's hidden secrets, subscribe. This is just the first one.